Hello, I'm Liz Melnick, and I currently teach Algebra 2 and Pre-Calculus in grades 9 through 12 at Dublin Jerome High School. I took all of the worksheets from our class and I compiled them into this Google site where you should be able to have access to the student teacher packets, my evaluation tools, and then just all the information from the worksheets all compiled into one site. The title of my project is ID Quadratic Modeling. The overall unit is quadratic functions, which is a very important and large unit within the Algebra 2 course. And specifically, this lesson is on modeling quadratic regressions, specifically using the technology of a graphing calculator in order to make future predictions and calculations. This lesson is for an Algebra 2 course, which is going to become the third Common Core class, and that typically is comprised of sophomore and junior students. The reason I chose this lesson is because with our new Common Core standards coming into play, modeling is a new standard that is actually integrated within other Common Core standards. As an example, modeling is integrated within numerous function standards. So I wanted students to get that hands-on experience with modeling and becoming comfortable with the technology of the graphing calculator. You should be able to click each link over on this left navigation bar to get to all of the information. Under the analysis phase, you'll find all of my information from the needs assessment and my purpose statement. And for the needs, the need for this lesson is really just a lack of knowledge and skill is the cause for the gap in the need for the instruction. And the purpose of this unit is to provide and facilitate instruction on quadratic functions and using technology for complicated functions in real-world models. The application of real-world models is also a good way for students to become interested in this topic, and again, giving them hands-on instruction. Also included in the analysis page are the instructional goals and the learner analysis. The characteristics of the students that tried this out, I had 3 students, one male and 2 female. They were incoming sophomores, ages 14 to 15, and also on the analysis I have the resource audit list and specifically technology that I used. The big one is the TI-83 or 84 graphing calculator. Reason for choosing this calculator, it is the calculator that's approved for use on the ACT, which students in Ohio, that's a common college entrance exam. So because that calculator is approved on those college admittance tests, I want students to become comfortable using it. I have a class wiki that myself and another teacher use. The TI SmartView software, which presents a large version of the calculator on the smartboard, and it's interactive and students can follow. And also as a backup to that technology is always have the television and the TI connection cord on hand just in case something's going wrong with the smartboard or the SmartView software. Going back up into the design information from the ADDIE model, this page includes the instructional or the tasks to accomplish the instructional goal, and the instructional goals for students to produce a quadratic regression model using a graphing calculator from a given set of data or information. The prerequisite skills are listed here. I have the concept map made from SpiderScribe. If you want a larger view, you can click on that as well. Just open full size if you would want a bigger version of that. And the performance objectives and technology and Common Core standards. And lastly on this page is also the testing and assessment information. If you scroll back up, you can see the development information, including all the instructional strategies and the media that was selected. And then the big one for this, there are 3 sub-pages under the development page, including the student packet, the teacher packet, and what tools I use for my formative evaluation to collect data. The student packet, if you click on that page, there are links. It's a PDF file. You can either download it or just view it from Google Docs. And just want to highlight my favorite problem on here is getting students interested in trying to do just some problem solving, creating problem solving strategies. Is I give students dimensions of a tunnel, and the goal is for students to figure out whether or not a truck could fit through that tunnel given specific dimensions and information. The packet, you can scroll through it in more detail, but I try to include lots of pictures and also screen captures of their calculator screen just to make sure that their screen is matching what it should look like. I also provide some pictures for them to follow. If you go back, you can also see the teacher packet, which has a lot of the same pieces as the student. But in blue, I also include some special instructional notes that are in blue font, and then answers for problems are going to be in the red font. So if you scroll through, you'll see parts in blue that are specifically just notes for the instructor. If you go back, you can then see that last subpage under development, which are the formative evaluation tools. I used, for the expert and the students, I used a Google form in order to get that information, and this form could have been filled out on a computer or on a tablet or on a smartphone, and the information was just sent to me. So very easy, just giving the expert and students the link for that. The implementation, I implemented this lesson in my own classroom at Dublin-Jerome High School, and the results can be found under the evaluation page. Some things that I just want to point out from the evaluation, the big one was really error messages that students were getting that need to be addressed in the student and the teacher packet. Something else that I notice is with the packets being provided to the students, a lot of students were comfortable working ahead. So this is really a lesson that could be modified in order to really differentiate instruction based on the student's comfort level. And another thing that I need to include in the expert or in the instructional packet for the teacher is just information on how to set up the smartboard and software. I also have on here just my analysis from the evaluation reports from the student and from the expert. Things that I would do different next time would be to include more optional practice problems for students to complete. And I think I could go further into this project by actually having students collect data as well. I didn't change a whole lot through the process of ID through this class, but like I said, I think that I would just take this to the next level and maybe incorporating some sort of summative project, a research project where students could collect data and then analyze that data. The ID process overall really helped me to keep the end in mind with the purpose statement and the instructional goals. And the evaluation process was a great experience to get more feedback from students. That's something that I want to take into my own instructional practices in the future. And I really think ADDIE is a good framework for, or a good model for same subject teamwork when working with other Algebra 2 teachers. It's a good model to keep in mind when we're planning lessons. I look forward to your feedback. Thank you very much.